Aquarius and Aquarius rising. This is your October 2016 forecast. So September was a bit of a rough month for a lot of us. There were a lot of planets in flux. It was the change of season. The Saturn-Neptune square was creating a lot of fear and confusion. And with the eclipse in Virgo in your 8th house, a lot of you might have had to really get your financial affairs in order. This could be taxes or monies owed and, just financial schemes that you're involved with or investments. So things could have been shaken up a bit there, and you might have felt that you had to do everything over and over again and there was no end in sight. Because Virgo can be a bit tedious on the details like that. But October is said to be a much more harmonized and stable month overall. Jupiter moved into Libra in early September already, but it didn't really get a chance to quite take because, like I said, there was just so much flux. But October sees, beautiful inauguration for Jupiter in Libra in your 9th house with the new moon. So the 1st of October, there's a new moon in your 9th house, and this is where Jupiter is. So Jupiter loves being in the 9th house. Jupiter resonates already with travel, learning, adventure, ways that you can expand the mind through learning opportunities, through higher education, through spirituality. So Jupiter embodies things of the 9th house already, so has its joy here. So it can work very efficiently in that respect. So in Libra, Jupiter is very sociable. It's all about fairness, teamwork, and cooperation. Balancing the scales, but the 9th house is all about adventure and ways that you can expand the mind. So, and Jupiter will be here until October 2017, so really a lot of opportunities, to take things from the mundane into the, extraordinary, to find some adventure. And like I said, potentially lots of opportunities around travel and learning. So that new moon on the 1st of October, the Sun, Moon, and Jupiter are lined up in your 9th house. So this is the start of a new project in these areas. So Jupiter is already in good aspect with Saturn, while the Sun and the Moon are in sextile with Saturn during this conjunction. So, you're able to take those big plans and dreams that you have around travel or learning or publishing or teaching and, make them happen. So Saturn works very constructively. Saturn in your 11th house, assistance from friends, older people, respected figures, and older friends, or just people who are more knowledgeable than you and can help you in some way. So, constructive application and goal setting. Also possible to get this project around travel, learning, teaching off the ground. So use that energy to get things done. So on the 1st of October, Venus is also trining Neptune, and this is from your 10th to your 2nd house. This is a very good professional significator for those of you that work creatively, so in the arts, or so if you act, sing, or dance, or paint, or otherwise work in visuals by, say, web design or whatever, this is really going to enhance that. So you'll be able to make a very good presentation. People in authority are going to be more attractive to what you have to show, especially if you've attended to the aesthetics. So you're thinking very creatively and able to get favorable attention from people in charge with this aspect. So on the 4th, that's the Sun and Saturn perfecting that sextile. So like I said, the ability to work constructively, to set goals, to, realize your big dreams. Like I said, with all likelihood with regard to taking up a new course of study or travel or adventure of some kind. Also, possibly around areas of interest that correspond to spirituality. So the occult or astrology, those sorts of things, anything that broadens the mind is up for grabs. So on the 11th of October, Mercury conjuncts Jupiter in your 9th house and Mars sextiles Neptune. So your Mars is in the 12th house for all of this month. And, this can, as a long-term placement, well, just for the month of October, have you working behind the scenes, perhaps pretty strategically. You may not always feel like you're able to assert yourself or create a good impression at this time, or you may feel that other people are working against you. But you can use this energy, like I said, just for working behind the scenes. So careful strategic work, keeping your ideas and agenda to yourself, and perhaps not being so assertive this month and just focusing on the practical job at hand and what needs to be done. So on the 11th, getting back to that, Mercury conjuncts Jupiter in your 9th house, and Mars is sextiling Neptune. So this is a good energy for big picture thinking, so consolidating plans. So if there is a project in terms of travel or learning that you want to initiate at this time, this is very good for finalizing proposals, for getting your affairs in order, and also for talks and negotiations around these things. So very good for finalizing those sorts of plans, like launching a course of study, or getting travel plans established and talking it through with other people. So very good for negotiations and business generally too. So on the 13th and the 14th, there's some dicey aspects that you just want to watch out for. Mercury is squaring Mars, and Mercury is sextiling Saturn. So Mercury in hard aspect with Mars can make one more angry and irritable and rash and impatient. So you're feeling a lot more defensive and opinionated, but with Mercury sextiling Saturn at this time, not only are you feeling angry, you're feeling gloomy and pessimistic. So you can see how this could really rub somebody up the wrong way. And so the potential for a fallout or a less than favorable outcome is a possibility. So just be aware of that. The 16th of October is the full moon, and that's going to be in your 3rd house. So the full moon could be quite eventful for some of us, because the moon is conjunct Uranus and the sun opposes Uranus. So these can be chance encounters and events with so Uranus is always unexpected, surprise things. You never really can say which way things will go, though. It could be positive or it could be negative. All that you can say for sure is you didn't see it coming. So because it's in your house of siblings and in-laws, it could be problems with family members, possibly a mother or siblings. So things coming to a head with a full moon always. So, things have been building up, they could be kind of breakup, or potentially the start of something new in these areas as well, because like I said, with Uranus you never really can tell. So it could be some chance encounters, and if it's not happening in your life, keep your eyes peeled for how it's happening in the world around you. So on the 19th and the 20th, Mars is conjuncting Pluto and Mercury opposes Uranus. So these aspects are worth a mention because they can make you a bit more accident prone. Pluto and Mars together, especially in Capricorn, there's a strong physical energy behind it. And Mars is already the warrior planet, and it's driven and ambitious and assertive, and it's going to have felt a little bit denied in the 12th house, potentially, or that other people are thwarting your goals and ambitions. So this could be a bit of a power play. So, like I said, and making you more accident prone, perhaps straining a muscle, overexerting yourself. But, if you use this aspect constructively, it can really enable you to get a lot of work done very efficiently. Capricorn is an earth sign, it's practical, there's a lot of industry and resourcefulness and, potentially constructive planning and patience, but with the Pluto, that excess energy could spill over, so just watch out for that. So on the 29th, Venus is conjuncting Saturn, and this will be in your 11th house. So in your 11th house, this is the house of friends, groups that you associate with, other people, and also, like I said, the house of hopes and dreams. So this one can go one of two ways. Venus is all about love and attraction and, can be financial benefits and luxury. But in terms of it indicating love, in conjunction with Saturn, Saturn can constrict and cool off. So either this can solidify a friendship or a group association, showing lasting loyalty and, this is where your commitment lies with this person. Or it can go the other way. You can cool off and withdraw affection and love. So you'll have to see how that works out in this house. So it could either be consolidating or a little bit alienating. So the month concludes with a new moon in Scorpio in your 10th house. And this is also where the sun is going to be for the last week of the month. So the spotlight is always on career in the 10th, so it's ambitions, it's goals, it's how you're seen and recognized for the work that you do. So you could see a real revival here in terms of, career and professional achievement and recognition. So this is where the spotlight's going to be. And, you know, the Sun, Moon, and Mercury will be trining Neptune. So, you know, again, it could be good ideas, creative ideas in terms of how to make money or attract positive attention to yourself through your creativity. So let's see how it goes, and please report back. So if you've liked this forecast, please like and subscribe. And if you need help with a personal issue, you can always go to my website, www.psyche.co.za, to book a consultation. Thank you very much for listening.